there are some people who are fighting on this. I mean, we played the Bernie Sanders stuff and he was fighting back against the lower limits. Pramila Jayapal has been saying this is our one opportunity to raise the minimum wage. We need to be fighting for it. She also tweeted, let's get this right. It's $2,000 survival checks. It's not $2,000 survival checks if you made less than 50K back in 2019, which is a great sentiment, but unfortunately that's the way it's shaping up. And it's really not 2,000. I know I keep saying we're not gonna keep adjudicating this, but it has been so long since the last round of checks. I love that, like everyone just imagines that like we can debate if it's 2,000 or 1,400 plus 600 for so long, as if all of America's working class is in like frozen in carbonite with no accruing costs or anything like that. Anyway, in addition, no, go on.
Well, they tried to frame it as some helpful, response, and we're adding to this so you can pay for groceries and rent. Well, that's great if you pay rent once a year. Like that's just it doesn't make any sense. Like they're trying to tie it to like the reality of the situation when it's not monthly, when you have to buy these things repeatedly throughout the year, and it's insufficient. So it's a $600 payment in December and $1,400 if you're lucky, maybe February, maybe March. That's not, that doesn't answer or meet. Yeah, right. It doesn't meet either of those needs. So they're trying to couch it and frame it in this like, oh, we're looking out for like the kitchen table issues and working class Americans. And when it's not, it's just they're trying to fulfill this one promise, but they're doing it very poorly.
Yeah. And by the way, one other detail, the House Ways and Means Committee released details Monday of other parts of the aid package, including a new child income tax credit. That benefit would offer $3,600 per child over the course of a year for each child under 6, as well as $3,000 per child for each one age 6 to 17. I haven't seen enough detailed analysis to know exactly what to think about this. It seems good, but I also know that, for instance, Mitt Romney had sort of a similar idea, but he also saw it as not being some sort of new additional tax credit, but meant to replace other things that would necessarily shift who exactly is getting the benefit. This seems like the sort of thing that a lot of conservatives would love because obviously there's parts of the country where some families have a lot of kids. But anyway, I don't know if that's gonna end up being part of the final package, but it is another variable to consider in this ever shifting equation.
Yeah, there's lots of moving parts, like I said, like from reducing the payments to whatever the Chamber of Commerce could get done and accomplish, hopefully nothing, to the minimum wage increase. Like I don't know if that's what it takes to get minimum wage. Maybe that's what people need to talk about. Yeah. But I'm just generally distrustful of Mitt Romney and his intent on these types of things.
Yeah, I mean, and supposedly this is separate, but it's coming out at much the same time. We'll see what ends up happening once it hits the Senate. For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.